Yo, what is up, guys? Today we are continuing our Marvel Legends review series, and since we did Black Widow last time, I thought, why not continue on the Avengers patch and review Mark 42 Iron Man. So here he is, guys. Let's get into it. So guys, here he is, standing fully erect. Get your mind out of the gutter. But yeah, here he is. And right off the bat, like, you can already tell that this armor has a lot more of a bronzy gold, if you want to call it that, than the classic Iron Man look. Now, having said that, I will say, you know, this is the only Marvel Legends Iron Man figure I have in my collection currently, but I prefer the Mark, what was it that he wore in the Avengers, Mark 6 or Mark 7? I think it was Mark 7. Not completely sure. If you want to let me know, feel free to do so. But yeah, so I do prefer that armor over this. This, however, isn't too bad. I mean, like, you know, I'm not crazy about gold in the first place. So the fact that he has kind of like a gold overload, it's like if you're not a fan of chocolate and you get like a chocolate cake, like, come on, you know how you're gonna feel. I feel like they could have gone with a different color for the arc reactor there. It looks really plain and not detailed at all. So yeah, they could have gone differently with that for sure. I don't know if all the fingers are supposed to be like this, because only his thumb and index finger are gold and the rest are red. And it's the same thing with the other hand. So I don't know if that was just, you know, them trying to save money on paint applications, but that's very minuscule. So don't get me wrong, it's not a complaint, it's just an observation. I do like that they have a little bit of that pewter color, not really silver, more of a metal pewter, if you want to call it that color there. He doesn't have any really detailing on his ball joints here. Not his balls, his ball joint. If I can get that to focus in there. It's pretty much just it kind of looks like, if you ever gone to like this Walmart or something in the fishing section and saw those rubber baits that claim to be flavored, it looks pretty much like that. How it's like sparkly and has a little bits of sequins in there and whatnot. Mine has some extra crap on the back. I guess you forgot to wipe or something. It doesn't come off. It's probably going to leave a mark if it comes off. He's got peg holes on the bottom of his feet. He's got, I guess these are where the boosters are supposed to go. So at least he has that. As far as anything else, you know, like flaps wise, nothing really is detailed on him as far as that, except for these shoulder pads, but they don't really move anyways. But I'll talk about that once we get into articulation. So he does not come with anything. He is a pretty basic figure. Like, for some reason, I have trouble getting him to stand up after posing him. I don't know if it's something to do with his ankles here, his ankle joints, but he doesn't seem to be top heavy at all, so maybe he is, and I just don't know it. As far as articulation goes, like I said, this is a pretty basic figure. I will start with the head here just to show you guys. He does move up, move down. He moves down. His head moves down more than his head can move up, which sucks because if you want to get him like in kind of a flying pose, he can only really give you about that much out of it. So, if the camera to focus up there. So yeah, pretty basic there. With the shoulder pads, like I was saying, they look like they're on a hinge, but this is just a really rubbery piece of plastic, so you're really just pretty much bending it up off of the shoulder there itself. So yeah, nothing really much going on there. As far as his arms, he's got shoulder abduction. Let me bring it back so you can see him here. He moves up about that much. If you've watched my review, or my stop motion review with SH Figuarts base / normal Vegeta, Scouter Vegeta, you'll see that he has the same problem. You know, like, it's understandable that he only has that much range of motion with that shoulder pad. Now, as far as the rest of his articulation for his arm, he can move his arm forwards as well as backwards. And again, the shoulder pad. You know, like, it doesn't, I shouldn't say it hinders the articulation, it looks bad if you were to pose him like that. Maybe not so much from this angle, but there it just looks awkward as heck, like he's getting ready for NFL Sunday or something. But as far as the rest of the arm, it's pretty standard. You get the elbow flex, the elbow extend. His wrist, he doesn't come with any other alternate hands, so his left hand is pretty much stuck like this. And so is the right hand. It's stuck as an open hand. As far as the repulsor rays on this hand that we should be able to see, we do get, by the way, we do get wrist, little wrist joints there that we didn't get on Black Widow. But it's not detailed at all, so you might have to paint that yourself. I might just end up doing that in the future. As far as his torso, he is pretty thick here. It reminds me of a caterpillar or something, or Groudon from Pokemon. You can rotate it full 360 degrees. Now he looks like a lobster or something, but yeah, pretty mobile there, standard. He's got a bit of a swivel here too, so he can if you could get him in a flying pose, you could, adjust his repulsor rays to turn and whatnot. His legs are pretty standard. They move up about that much. They move out a little bit more than up, which is because of this big ass torso here again. He doesn't have the ability to donkey kick anyone because this ass plate is stopping it. So, yeah. And as far as his knee, they are double jointed, so that's one saving point for this figure. He does not have that calf rotation. As you can see, that joint is stopping it there. He does have ankle motion here, but the ankle pivot is probably the other thing that saves the figure as far as mobility. If he didn't have that, I would say this figure is a very, 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 very poor figure. Just for a quick comparison, here he is next to Black Widow, who we took a look at last episode. So yeah, guys, pretty basic figure overall. To be honest, I picked this thing up for, I think it was $9.99 off Amazon. Went on sale. Funny thing is, right after I picked it up, the next day, Ultron, who was also the same price, shot up to 16 something. Coincidence? I think not. Anyways, guys, that's been my review on Marvel Legends Mark 42 Iron Man. Comment below, let me know what you think. And as always, smash that like button if you enjoyed watching the review. See you guys next episode. Peace.